Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. What is up, everybody? Ooh, my eyes are all red. Focusing on fiery booties today, but what's up, people? How you doing? Um, Back to the show. Sorry I didn't get one last week. I had other stuff going on, but I'm here today. Then took a day off from work to get some stuff done, and have been working on fiery booties today. So got that stuff done, and now I'm here to talk with y'all. So it's a website, Gooniac33.me. Check it out. If you guys want to become a member to the channel, support the channel, take a look at the description below. Everything you need about that is in there. If you want to make a donation, you can do that. If you want to become a member, you can do that. If you want to throw a super chat, you can do that. But take a look. I have quite a bit of new stuff coming. I keep saying that, but I've been posting videos, so you will see more stuff coming. But that's the website. Check it out. Got any questions about RC, or want to talk about burners, or want to talk about Gooniac stacks, or the new guns, or any of that stuff? Send me an email through the little form there on Gooniac33.me. It also has my email there too, so you can send it direct. But that's that. I got to get back to the chat because you guys are going crazy in the chat. But thanks everybody for being here. Not going to be a crazy long show today, but I am going to talk about some stuff that's been going on and some things that have been happening in the hobby over the last couple of weeks. Haven't been able to fly, unfortunately, but I'm looking forward to flying this weekend. It's supposed to be crazy hot, as Victor said a little bit ago. But I'm going to get out early and fly before the heat starts, and then head home. So anyway, so let's since you guys have been going crazy in the chat, let's get some of the shout outs to all my peoples. Thanks to everybody for being here. It was you could be anywhere, but you chose to be here today, so thank you. Mr. Big Chris, what is up? He's a member. Mr. Shadow Ops, what's up with you? He's a member also. Now again, to become a member, check out the links in the description. It shows you how. Mr. Victor RC Jets, what is up with you, my friend? Jeffrey Laura, Alabama, howdy, howdy. Pops 305, what's up? Mr. Pete Lane, my local friend here, what's happening, Pete? Mr. Wild Bill. Who else? Did I say Pops 305? What's up, Pops 305? If I didn't, I'm saying it again. Mr. Mike Ford, what is up with you? Blue Sky Belly Laugh Club, what is happening? And your stuff is in the mail on the way to you. We'll chat about that later. But let's see. Mr. Andy Joe, what's up? Hope you're feeling better. And Mr. Fred Barron, what's up, Mr. The Fred Barron? How you doing? Mike Bird, what's up? River, I don't know if I said hi to you already, but I'm saying Snow River. Airback. Flying RC veteran, what is happening with you? Looking up, what's up with you? Big Jim RC, howdy, howdy. Lots of people here, that's good. Up to 24 now, that's good. I did blast this out to a few places, so hoping that people would. But today's not going to be showing anything off or doing anything along those lines. I'm going to turn the camera off for a second. But it's going to be just talking about stuff I haven't been on the past couple weeks with within the hobby. So I wanted to talk about some doing something else, but you decided to come waste your time here with me. But camera will be back on in a second. Need to cooking earlier. Get the eyes cleared up after that. So I just put some drops in, hoping that helps a little bit. But yeah, I had to cut some onions. So it's gonna be gross for a minute, but then they'll go back to normal. Anyway, so let's see. Let's check out the. Thanks to everybody for being here. Let's get that banner down. But go to this one, which is the usual. So we're going to go to the questions, Q&A. Drops them, but it should clear. Let's see. If there's any breakup, let me know. Is it still choppy? Let me know if it sounds better or worse. When I walk away from the computer, it usually gets bad. Just moved it up a little bit. Hope that helped. I think it was the position it's in because it has a mute function if I just push it up. So anyway, I was listening to myself there. Anyway, so I think it's better, and if not, then let me know. So anyway, throw some questions out. I was here a little bit ago, but if you got a question there, go ahead and answer it, and I will answer it live on the air. But what's up, Mr. John Graham and Mr. Tony Jenkins? I see you guys just stepped in. What's up, Mr. Fly Right Boys? Just showed up as well. Thank you guys for being here, John Graham. Yeah, so thanks for you guys for being here. But if you got questions, ask questions. Sorry for the mic looking weird, but I did that just so that it won't make any weird noises. So let me know. So as I weather and mainly weather. Last weekend it was in the hundreds, and I wasn't going to deal with that. This weekend I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to probably fly and then head home before it gets too overbearing. But also, Mr. had a really good weekend of flyovers this last weekend. F-35s, T-38, C-130s. It was just really good. It was I mean, probably some of the best. I got to see an unrestricted climb in my house. So there were fives that took off one, and then after off and went, the other two F-35s took off downwind and flew over my house a little over, maybe probably about 1,000 feet, accelerating. That was pretty cool. But I got lots of little video clips of that and posted that on my Facebook. I'm actually going to start putting on YouTube because they're usually a little more than a minute. But yeah, so let's see. Airvex asked a question, and you're welcome, Wild Bill. Said you're probably asking about the shipping speeds. So yeah, you're welcome. I've gotten a lot of stuff from RT. Well, Mr. Airvex was asking me this earlier, so I'm going to answer it here. He asked, you already got the Viper 90 and F-22. What's the best 90 after that for the 3670 system? Also consider grass. 90 for grass. Another one. Oh, the what's that plane? The can't remember the name. The Stinger. The Stinger 90. That's a good one. And for that same system, it would work really good in there. I mean, that's just a thought. Haven't had that. I mean, that's something, if you're just looking for a sport jet, that would be good. I think it would be good. But, so John Graham gets to see some H-60 shots. That's cool. We have those guys over here too. Squadron here for the special forces. And they've got a whole bunch of those, and then but since it's a federal field, we get lots of different branches coming in. We had the Marines last weekend. We've had a couple contractors for the Air Force and Navy come through as well. But it's been cool. So I think that looking up said something that's very. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but a lot of people have been crashing the B1s. There's some people, and there's some people that have not. So as looking up said, be careful for that plane. If you're about your flying skills, don't get it because it's an advanced plane. So otherwise could end up like a whole bunch of people have already dealt with. Tell her hello back, Andy. You're still static, or did all that stuff clear up? I hope it cleared up. Gonna have to move this mic thing around a little bit. if it is. So what else? Oh wait, and somebody else said something here. Oh. Flying veteran. I gotta go all the way down. I'm missing the latest things. So did the is it still, is the mic still weird, or is it cleared up? Let me know if that's any better. So yeah, listen. Okay, I think that's better. But if not, let me know. Anyway, so let me know if that worked. Hopefully it's not too bad. I might have to get a new mic here soon. So yeah, so let's check out. So yeah, so the thing that I've seen, it's been a combination of John Graham. It looks like it's been a combination of wing issues and also a combination the wing mechanism, as well as the gyro doing weird things. Also, trim issues. So almost all, with a couple crashes I've seen, people had nothing. It just went out. The radio system just shut off completely. So I don't know. I don't have the plane. I know a few people that have had no issues. RC plane reviewer has been fine. Victor's been fine. A couple other people have posted videos. So everything's been good for a lot of people, but there's also been a lot of bad. So yeah, and as I was saying, it is not a beginner plane, not even an intermediate plane. It's a plane where you have to have advanced skills. It's kind of like the F-104. The F-104 is not either 70 or the 90. Neither of them are um, planes that you should be trying to fly if you've got any doubts with your abilities. So it's an advanced plane. Advanced, not intermediate. Advanced. So skip that. Oh, anyway, let's see. A weird noise? What kind of noise? Of course, it doesn't cut off when you're not talking. What's up, Recco? So anyway, yeah, it's not a beginner plane at all. Don't even consider it as a beginner plane. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. I mean, that's the problem with a lot of these companies. Are just marketing planes to anyone so that they can crack them up and get parts. So whenever you see planes that require safe and all that other stuff. If you have to use safe on an EDF, you shouldn't be flying it. I know that safe is a good tool to have, but it's not supposed to be used as a crutch. So if you've got to fly an EDF and you have to fly it in safe, mm-mm. That's just asking for problems. Asking for problems. But yeah, so let me know if it's still popping or clicking. John Graham, I do make burners for that. I have sent out a few. You'll start seeing more. Um, the burners that I've done have been shimmering burners, so it's trying to make it look more like the real thing. A lot of people that have had crashes have been using that brand. Russ is going to get hurt on some of those guys, especially if the competitors they have things that hurt the rest. Mine don't, so they actually help it a little bit. Yeah, but the burners will look good. If I get mine going, it'll be. I sent out. We'll see. I sent quite a few. Weirdness with some mail stuff, but that worked out. If there's still issues, guys, let me know. But let's see. That just happened. Okay. Well, be right back. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. You guys hear me? Everybody hear me? Let me know if you can hear. Can y'all hear me? Everything's turned back on now. I had to change connections. I had a bad connection, and I also had a um, what is it? My little connection, my adapter. It was bad. I had to unplug it and plug it into another USB. Another USB. I think that was the problem, but we're all good now. Hopefully that was the issue, and hopefully we are all good to go. Um, so yeah, so keep on asking questions because we're just going to talk some more stuff after that. Um, so let's see here. So you guys were talking about B1 having issues. So yeah, so what else? So there've been a lot of good releases, um, And yeah, Mark France, sorry about that. I had to go through and reset because the internet was weird. Should be good now. Um, but I'm back. Sorry about that. So we had some good releases. A couple that were surprising. The uh, the Cougar was a real big surprise. That was really good. Um, good on freewing for that one. There's also a new updated Avanti, which is good. Um, What's funny about that because, they went through and they made the Avanti better, um, and they're going off about all these things about what it can do now. One plane that everybody forgets about that's been doing all the things that the Avanti's been doing for a long time, and even when it was bone stock to begin with, was the FMS Hawk. And on top of that, it's a scale plane. So the FMS Hawk has been pretty badass for a long time, been able to do all those things that the new V2 could. It was a scale plane, all those things. But now the Avanti, I got to give them credit. The Avanti's got new paint, got a pilot, all these new good things. So very good. Um, and I don't think they raised the price either, which is a real big kudo, a real big shout out to them for that. So that's good. Um, so yeah, it was but the FMS Hawk is incredible. It's been incredible for a long time. When they first came out with the original fans, they were good. I could do a full loop on takeoff, no issue with the original fan. I could go straight up right after takeoff and wheels up. It's been able to do that from the beginning, and then when it got the new fans, it got even better. So 2100 kV, when you put that in there, boom, crazy good. When you put the 2000 kV in there, boom, crazy good. So, and it's a little more expensive than the Avanti, but it's worth it. It's good. It's always been good. 349 is what I spent when I first bought it. So good stuff. But there's a lot of good things. So the new fan that Freewing is using, the 80 millimeter fan, has been incredible. Lots of people getting really good performance with that, so that's good. I've had really good luck with their 8S in the new Eurofighter. It's been really good. So there's lots of new stuff, and whenever there's new stuff, that's actually good for you guys, good for all of us. So when you've got all these different fan choices to choose from, all these different fans that are good from different companies, that's just good for you because it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to be able to find something good. So seeing those new fans are really good. Um, so shout out to Freewing for doing that. They've given some a little bit more thought into what it is they're doing, and their fans are really good. There are some other fans that are worth looking at. There's Cyclone has some new fans. I don't think he's on here today, but Slapnuts, he got an 8S version of those 80 millimeter fans and put in his Avanti, and it went bonkers crazy good. So that's one I'm actually going to be trying soon. I'm probably going to try it in the L39 if I can, but get an L39 and put that 8S in there. It should be good because a lot of room in the L39, and it's already a slick airframe too, so it might even be better than the Avanti. So let's see. So Mark France, he tried three different motors in the Cougar. Best performance is the 2150. Um, so that's good. So it's good that they've got a good stock fan now. The FMS sounds really good, and if you put that FMS on 7S, it's going to be even better. That's one thing I want to do. I have the 7S packs that I still haven't soldered up yet. Brian Chambers, what's up? I have the 7S that I haven't soldered up yet that I'm going to be trying out in the Futura. I'm going to try 7S because the batteries that I have will fit in there no problem, um, and it should work pretty good. But like I said, lots of different options now, which is really good, especially in the 80 millimeter. Because there's X-Fly, they've got their couple different fans. Their new fan, I'm actually going to fly that plane this weekend. The E-Flight F-18, I'm going to fly that with the new FMS. Put some more flights on it. It's only gotten a handful of flights so far, so it needs some more. Um, get some more flights, so it's getting better. But So yeah, so there's lots of stuff out there that's good. So the Avanti just came out this week. We had the Cougar come out, and then as far as prop planes go, they had that new B-25. That looks really good. I'm a little disappointed on the price, but the plane looks really good. Um, really impressive. I think they did a good job setting that thing up. It's going to be 6S, which is good. Uh, so lots of new options coming out. Lots of different things to look at. Um, lots of different planes to work on. There's lots of stuff going on. There's lots of stuff that's good for you. It's good for the consumer. I just hope that they don't get crazy with the prices still. But yeah, so I still have a few more planes to put together. I have the keep asking questions too, guys. I'm just gonna put the banner down. But I have the new ME163 with the different color, the one from Hobby King. That's come. I have that to finish. It's really easy to do that. I'll just swap everything from the old one to the new one. I got to tear apart my old F-35 that was crashed, pull out all the components from that, and then possibly start on a new one. Um, but I have the new X-Fly 30 millimeter motor, 2000 kV fan that I'm actually going to be putting into a new uh, freewing 70 millimeter F-104. So I'm going to try that again, but I'm going to use a um, one of the better, not I wouldn't say better, just one of the different receivers with AS3X. It'll be easier to set up and change. Um, but then what else? I have the new F5 in the Swiss scheme that I need. I probably, I'll probably do with that one. I'll probably put the new X Fly in it just to see how that works. Because I have the old one. Oh, I have the new X Fly. No, I put the 2000 kV in my old F5. So with the new one, I'll put the new 2300 kV 36 millimeter X Fly. See how that goes. But so what else? I have an F-104. I have all those parts for the 90 F-104 that I need to get fixed. I have my 90 millimeter F-15 that I have to change the ESC so that I can do 7S. With that, I have new batteries still that haven't been resoldered yet, but I have some HRB batteries to try for 7S once I can get those things swapped over. Um, but yeah, so lots of stuff going on. The EC 1500 actually looks pretty good. I like it. Um, it looks like the C-27 that they've been showing off for years with the Italian Air Force doing aerobatics at air shows. And now the Army is using them as well as the U.S. Army is using them as well as the Coast Guard. So let's see. Uh-oh. Andy opened the can of worms. Everybody's going to go crazy about SMC. Oh my God. SMC, SMC. Yeah, it's great. They're good batteries. They're awesome. Can never get them. I'm not going to hop on the cult bandwagon yet, but they're good. I do like the fact that, as Mark France said, they have that 8S, which is just a single pack with 8S. That's cool. I do like that. Um, so I'll have to look into possibly getting some of those. But yeah, I'm not gonna totally go off on the SMC thing because they're good. Their batteries, they're great for what a lot of people have seen. That's good. Not gonna knock them, but I'm also not gonna get rid of my stuff to start over yet. Not gonna do it, but I will try them eventually. So, Mark Fett said he's been doing flat spins with his Cougar. I think that's one of the few planes you can actually get out of that because the flat spin is what killed my F-35. It was too low, and it went splat, totally splat. Let's see here. What else is going on? But so like I said, there's lots of stuff out. Lots of things I want to do. So I'm thinking about possibly putting guns on my little ME163. or putting some sort of effect on that other than the usual smoke. We'll see. We'll see about that. But I have the guns coming out. Um, I don't know if I'd say that Rick and Roy, because the batteries are good. I will give them all that credit. The batteries are good. Are they good enough to cost that much more than everything else? I'm not sure about that yet. But they are good. They are good. Not gonna say they're not. They are very good. So we'll see. So yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say chumps because they are good batteries. It's just I'm not going to. I'm not gonna. I have a whole bunch of new batteries, a whole bunch of other brands um, that I'm just gonna stick with until they wear out. And I'll say it up front: Yowu batteries are crap, total crap. The Yowu graphenes, total crap, doo doo crap. And I know you're being funny, right? I'm just saying, but doo doo crap. Um, the Yowu are terrible. Some of the worst experience I've ever had with batteries with those. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Okay, so can I swap the FMS 3665 motor in my 80 millimeter EDF unit to the 3670 motor in the 90? I think you probably could, but you're losing a little bit of your, that little bit of shortness will, um, that little bit of difference in length will change because that changes the torque. So they may get a little hotter. I think it would probably work, but may get a little bit hotter just because they don't have that extra 5 millimeters of length, which isn't that much, but it still could be enough to make a difference. So, what is this about China Hobby Line and Hobby King merger? Is that true? Did that actually happen? Uh, yeah, you know what's funny, Jono? I noticed I saw one of your comments was in another language, and I had to use Google Translate to see what it said. So, type in English on my comments because I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, I'm just comparing prices between HRP and SMC at the same time. Yeah, and there haven't been big differences. Just depends. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're not. And like I said, I don't knock them at all. When it comes time to try new stuff, I'm going to try them. I have new Sakokins. I have new HRBs. I need to try some SMCs. I need to try the new HRB Red, the new HRB Graphene or whatever they call it. Need to try those because Nate's tried those. He likes them. See, Nate's out flying today, right? I think he might even be flying right now. Um, but hold on a minute. So no swelling comes down around. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And Mark France, I work for Stanford, and Stanford is actually working on batteries too. Um, they've been working on lots of different types using sulfur and other stuff. So there's even people that I know of that have been using the single cell um, light lithium ion packs and making their own version, their own setups. Those have been good. So there's lots of different things. Um, so let's see. What's the difference with the graphene and HRBs? From what I've heard, they're lighter. They have more output, higher C, lower internal resistance. So there's yeah, that's what it is. That's the lower internal resistance. Um, that's what as he said, as Shadow Op said, that flows better. So that's good. That's right. Tomorrow's Thursday, so Spectrum or Hot Horizon Hobby could be releasing something tomorrow. We'll have to see what happens. Um, but I do know for a fact that there's batteries out there that just haven't been tested long enough to be marketed. But there are batteries out there that can do crazy things. The stability is not out there yet. What's up, CVO Hobo? That's a good question. So here, let's ask. I'm going to ask. Open that up to everyone else. Do the HV packs hurt ESCs or not? So they don't necessarily hurt ESCs. So here's the deal: the HV packs, their nominal voltage is higher. So most nominal voltage is 4.2 max. Um, some of the HVs are 4.3, 4.35 per cell. Now, when you go that high, some of the ESCs will think that there's an extra cell in there, so it may not work, and it might balk at the fact that there's too many cells, unless you have it set to run at the higher voltage. Um, it doesn't really hurt anything. It's just the way that your ESC is programmed. It might see it as an extra cell, and it may not give you the full power that you need. Or you can actually overtemp it because some of those uh, some of those HV packs have really low internal resistance, and sometimes that lower internal resistance actually gives you a higher amp draw, which doesn't make sense because it should be the opposite. But it puts out more, so you're able to get more out of them. So you might actually get a little bit more, um, slightly more amp draw, and slightly more temp just because of that, or it may not arm at all, simply because it thinks there's I'm only supposed to be at 6S and I'm registering 7. So that could be it. But a battery pack is a battery pack. It shouldn't hurt the ESC unless your ESC is under the amps that you need for yeah, under the amps that you need for the plane that you're flying at the moment. So hope that answers your question. And yes, HRB and Z batteries are great for the money. HRB I can have shipped to me the same day. Yes, there are packs out there that will put out more, but I've also been able to push the crap out of an HRB pack, and it still didn't puff. It got a little warm, but it didn't puff. It never dropped. It kept its voltage steady. It might have been lower under load than some others, but HRB are pretty dang good packs. The 6000s have been amazing. I So some of my older ones that I don't even use for EDFs anymore, I'm keeping because I'm going to use them in my prop planes that are 6S, my P-47s, and others. Ooh, sorry. So, HRBs are good, especially for the money, and I can have them here at the house the same day. Sakokans, if I order them at the right time, I can have them the same day. Um, the Sakokan packs, from what I've noticed, the 7200s, 100C 7200s, ignore that 100C, they're not 100C, especially considering the small wires that they use, but they work incredible. Um, so, um, they're gonna be a little bit under lower voltage under load than some of the others, but they hold it, um, and they are true 7200s because I've been able to get way more flight times out of those than I have with others. A little bit heavy, but, they're good. So if you guys haven't looked at Sakokans, check them out on Amazon. You can get those there. I didn't look to see what deals they had for this Amazon, whatever they call it, this little event that they do every year. But, Sakokans are good. These are good. HRVs are good. Um, a couple people had used Ovonic, but I haven't tried those. Liperia, I'm trying those. I have some Liperia Airs that are good. That's what I use for my 7S. For my F-22, they've been really good. The 6200 or 6500, I don't remember which they were. But I also have some 7S, they're actual 7S cells that I plan to do. Shadow Ops, have a good night. Thanks for coming and saying howdy. Um, but there are lots of different batteries out there, guys. Figure out what works. Yeah, and Yowu. I think there's Yuwu. There is Yuwu and Yowu. So take a look at the difference. HRB is, I think, Yuwu. Yowu is a different brand, but they all come from the same factory someplace in China. It's just people decide to choose what. Um, the more expensive packs have the better cell cell quality and balance. The IR is all the same. Whatever. They all come from the same place. Story with them. I haven't seen you on here in a while. And, I haven't been on here in a while. Yeah, so, yes, there's Mr. Slapnuts right there talking about it. Um, SMC are great packs, and I was just talking about that 8S because you have that 8S packs, Spencer. That's really cool to see that there's an actual 8S in a single pack. I like that. Lionel Randall, yes, I'm using CHNL batteries, but I also use, um, I have Liperi Air, have Liperior, um, China Hobby, of course, HRB. I think that's pretty much all that I've got. Oh, it's Sokokin, the Sokokins. The Sokokins have been really good, especially the 5200s. Those have been, um, the 5200s were the ones that make my F-35 scream with the 80, as well as when I had the Sirius with the FMS 2000. With the Sirius, the 5200s and that plane went bonkers. And I know that with the SMC it'd probably be even better, but I don't need them yet, so I'm not gonna buy them yet. Um, and yes, Mark France, that's what I was talking about. I have a friend here locally that did it, and they worked pretty good. Um, they have a slightly different there's a slightly different, discharge rating, but, because they have a 1P, which is 1, there's 2P, which is parallel. The 2P, you can get a lot. So, yeah, it's good to do. It's not hard. I actually was gonna try it too because I can get the cells from one of my, battery vendors from work, and build them. You can build them yourself, as long as you don't beat on them, they actually do pretty good, or you put the 2P setup and it doesn't matter. So but yeah, so do your homework, guys. As Spencer was saying, there is a battery reviewer if that's the way you wanna, check it out and see how it works. I do a combination of both. I don't care about True C. It means nothing to me. What I care about is whether it works, and if it works, great. Um, that's what I was saying about Sokokin. Sokokin's either 100C, they're not. Nowhere near 100C, but they do what I need them to do. So I'm able to put them in the E-flite Viper, and that thing screams with those packs. It screams. So, you know, and I have the 30C 6200s that are old packs from China Hobby Line, and I put that in my F5, and the F5 screams. And I've even put those in the Viper, and the Viper screams. So it just depends on the setup. Do what works for you. If it works, okay. So if it works, it works. If not, do something different. But figure out what works. Stick to what works for you, and that's all that matters. Um, the transmitter keeps yelling at me when I fly the. You have to go in and change some of your settings, especially with the yelling, because you can change the warning voltage, all these different warnings that it does. You can change all that. So I think there's something with your telemetry because they set them way too high from the factory. E-Flight should do better about that. They should set things up the right way to begin with. So just go in and check on your transmitter. It tells you if there is you have to change the voltage. I think it might even be in forward programming. I don't remember, but just change it. Change your warning so it'll turn off. It is annoying, very annoying. What was it? It was doing that on my Beach D18, my Beach 18. Um, when I was setting it up, it was just beeping like crazy because I was using a 3S pack that was dead pretty much, and it was just beeping and beeping and beeping. I had to go in there and turn all that stuff off. I don't know if it's forward program. I can't remember if it's forward programming or something different. But Scotty, go look in. You might have to look in forward programming for your alerts. So you have to change the alerts for telemetry and other stuff. Can't remember where it is, and I don't have my radio here with me. but you got to change all of that stuff. Um, yeah, so there's ways to do it. The IX20 is cool. It's some planes have it set up to where there's warnings for voltage and a whole bunch of other things. You just got to go in there and change it. You'll be good. And I can't remember off the top of my head, um, but it's there, and I had to do it. Like I said, I had to do it with my Beach 18. Bad, very bad. I mean, it was just meh, 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 the whole time. Voltage warning, all those things. So that picture that I posted for the opening screen, I got to give a big shout out to Mike Ford because he's the one who did that. But that's an example of some of the new stuff that's coming. Um, those are he added the two lights in the front, added the other two lights next to the engines, and then there's a flashing beacon, and then the light there for the cockpit. When I do mine, I'm actually going to do lights and then the cells, and then the lights on the sides, and then a rotating beacon, not a flashing beacon, and then some. Trying to get Gonna try to do some lights along the side or um, something of the sort, just to add something to it to make it look different. But there you go, Tim Juice. Tim, I sorry for making you wait, but I do have stuff that's coming to you, and I worked on that today. So stuff coming to you, and I got some stuff going to a couple other people. But I didn't forget about you. I just had to get some other stuff handled, but it's still coming. I got everything set up. It's coming. So as we are running up on an hour, I've been yapping my trap. So is there anything else y'all want to talk about? Or um, but yeah, we've got. Hopefully, I have to check my camera and see if we've got some new videos on that I haven't uploaded. But I've been publishing a few videos here and there because I've got a lot on the backlog that haven't been uploaded, or they're uploaded, they're just not published. So there's more stuff that's going to be coming. So there will be lots going on. Um, but hopefully, you guys will start seeing some videos from other people with my products because I've been sending stuff out to people to try out and to test for me. So there's more stuff to come. Haven't seen a whole lot more B1 footage, but there should be more coming. Um, so that stuff will be there. Avanti, uh, possibly some more Gooniac stack videos of my planes. So there's going to be a lot of stuff, lots of stuff coming. But keep basically, I'm doing like a video a day here and there if I can, um, with some of my new stuff. I posted a video about the shimmering burners for people that are having issues with those. Find the cap. Where the hell they go? But so there'll be stuff. But so keep your eyes open. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, comment, and then if you put the bell on, then you'll know when I put new stuff up. And there will be new stuff for the next couple weeks, like once a day for the next couple weeks. And I'm gonna start uploading those. I just see Victor did put up a video about 7 minutes ago, but I'm gonna be uploading some shorts. Some of the flyover stuff is shorts. Those are cooler to see that way, and then they'll be full quality too, full high quality. So anyway, that's it, y'all. But thanks for you guys for being here. Sorry for the delays and the sometimes missing a show, but when you got to be an adult, sometimes adulting sucks. It gets in the way of things you want to do for fun. So um, that's pretty much it. Um, I'll leave the chat up for a little bit. And yes, Fred Barron, it is coming. That's been playing the whole time. But thanks to everybody for being here. And Gooniac out, but I'll leave the chat up here for a little bit till I see you guys fall off. But thanks, y'all, and porno music coming up. Adios.